I just bought 2 islands. One of them cost me just $1, and the other, $250 million. Today, my friends are going to try and survive on both of these islands for 24 hours. By the end of this video, one of them could actually win the island they're staying on. But here's the twist. The cheap island is hiding some serious dangers, while the expensive one has luxuries you can't even imagine. Let's get started with the $1 island. This island is tiny, rocky, and completely cut off from the world. There are no buildings, no electricity, and definitely no food. It's just land, some trees, and a whole lot of uncertainty. I'm dropping off my first contestant, Alex, with nothing but a single dollar bill. The second he steps onto the shore, Alex realizes something terrifying. There's no fresh water. He looks at the dollar bill, thinking maybe he can trade with it, but there's nobody here. That dollar is completely useless. Within the first hour, the sun is beating down, and Alex is already sweating. He starts looking for coconuts, but most of the trees are either dead or way too high to climb. As the sun begins to set, the temperature drops fast. Alex tries to build a shelter with some sticks and palm leaves, but it's flimsy and barely holding together, and that's when he hears it. A rustling sound coming from the bushes. This island isn't empty. There are wild animals here, and Alex has absolutely no way to protect himself. He barely gets any sleep, constantly waking up to strange noises in the dark. By morning, he's exhausted, dehydrated, and starving. But then, he stumbles upon something incredible. Tucked away behind some rocks, he finds a natural freshwater spring. This changes everything. Now Alex has water, but food is still a massive problem. He tries to fish using sharp stones and some vines he found, but after hours of trying, he comes up with nothing. At this point, just surviving is the real challenge. But if he quits, he loses any chance of owning this island. Now, let's jump over to the $250 million private island. I'm arriving by helicopter, landing right next to a massive luxury villa surrounded by crystal clear water. This island has everything. A mansion with 10 bedrooms, a private chef, a yacht, an infinity pool, and even its own airstrip. My second contestant, Ryan, is starting his challenge here. Instead of searching for water, Ryan's biggest problem is choosing between fresh lobster or steak for breakfast. But this island isn't just about luxury. To win it, Ryan has to complete a series of challenges hidden across the island. First up, explore the entire island in under 2 hours. Ryan has access to electric golf carts, drones, and even jet skis to scout the area. He pulls it off with just 5 minutes to spare. His second challenge is much harder. Spend a night completely alone in the jungle part of the island, without using the mansion. Even in paradise, the jungle is dense and full of insects. Ryan struggles with the bugs, the humidity, and the fear. He's quickly realizing that even a place this perfect has its dangers. Alright, we're halfway through, and it's time for a twist. I'm making an offer to Alex on the $1 island. He can switch islands right now, but he has to give up his chance of winning ownership. Alex doesn't even hesitate. He refuses. He is committed to surviving and proving that money isn't everything. Meanwhile, Ryan gets the opposite offer. He can bring one luxury item from the mansion into his jungle survival challenge. Ryan thinks for a moment, and then chooses nothing. He wants to prove he can survive without all the comforts. Back on the $1 island, Alex finally has a breakthrough. Using a spear he made by hand, he catches a small fish. It's the first real food he's had in over 24 hours. But just as things start looking up, a storm rolls in. Heavy rain completely destroys his makeshift shelter, soaking everything he has. Alex is forced to just sit there through the storm, shivering and completely exhausted. Over on the luxury island, Ryan is tackling his final challenge, navigating the island at night using only the stars to guide him. Even with all the money in the world, this is terrifying. He gets lost for hours, wandering through the dark before he finally sees the lights of the mansion at sunrise. Both contestants survived. Now for the hardest part. I bring them both together on neutral ground and explain the rules. Only one island can be given away. The winner will be chosen based on their endurance, their decision-making, and their mental strength. Alex survived with absolutely nothing. Ryan thrived with everything, but also proved he could survive without it. After a long, dramatic pause, I announce the winner. Alex, the man who survived on the $1 island, wins ownership of it, plus $1 million in cash to develop it however he wants. Ryan doesn't leave empty-handed either. For completing every single one of his challenges, he wins $500,000. This whole experience proves one thing. Money definitely makes life easier, but it doesn't guarantee survival. So I have to ask you, if you were given the choice, would you take the $1 island and fight for your life, or the $250 million island and live like a king? Let me know in the comments which island you would choose. Subscribe if you want to see more insane challenges like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.